is going to be licensing out SteamOS to third-party devices. And everything we've been hearing about leading up until this next generation for Xbox is that they are going to be doing something very similar, which was taking the Xbox OS and licensing it out so we could have multiple different Xbox consoles, potentially multiple different handhelds. And I thought that was actually a pretty smart idea. It is a change that I think would help them in the long run if they had their own first party Xbox console and then licensed out the Xbox OS and then had a list of different specs that people could go and choose from to get access to their entire Xbox library plus Xbox Game Pass. And Steam is now doing this, and Steam is beating Xbox to the punch in many ways when it comes to the future of hardware that I think Xbox is trying to follow in the direction. They're just taking very long to get there. I feel like they should be moving faster, but we saw this at CES with the Lenovo Legion Go S, which is going to be a SteamOS device. And we're going to see a lot more SteamOS devices out there. And I wonder if this is only going to stop at handheld or if this is going to be also out leased to consoles. We potentially could have at-home Steam consoles. A very exciting prospect if you are a fan of Steam. I enjoy my Steam library, so this is pretty cool. So here is the article. It says Valve announces SteamOS is available for third-party devices. And this all comes at CES. And like I said, we saw the Lenovo handheld, and now we're going to see more of those devices out there. They've announced that it will be available and launched for third-party devices moving forward. The announcement comes alongside the reveal of the Lenovo Legion Go S at CES 2025. And it says it also comes just a month after Valve have confirmed that it was working on bringing the operating system to other devices. We've also seen rumors that they are making a Steam box, a Steam machine. They're trying to get back into that console market, the at-home console market. They failed with their first attempt. I think the market wasn't really ready for it, / the controller wasn't great. But at this point, when you're seeing the handhelds take off and you're seeing a lot of PC users with the handhelds, and the reality is, the handhelds, again, low battery life. They're only about 2 hours or so. Most of them are probably playing it plugged in all the time. They may have some numbers here that they are going to bet on. Some of these PC gamers out there would also buy an at-home box to connect to their TV so they can go from their computer to their TV to their handheld, all with their Steam library. And they're probably looking for manufacturers that would help them be able to make those Steam machines and then have SteamOS running on it. So pretty cool stuff there. And I think this was a very, very good idea. It says a post in the Steam's website, Valve says that the operating system was developed to provide seamless user experience optimized for gaming while retaining access to the power and flexibility of a PC. And the OS isn't available on other handheld devices yet, but Valve says the work is being done for the Lenovo Legion Go S, which comes installed with SteamOS instead of Windows and will improve the operating system's compatibility with other handheld PCs, specifically saying, ahead of Lenovo Legion Go S shipping, we will be shipping the beta of SteamOS, which should improve the experience on other handhelds, and users can download and test this themselves. And of course, we'll continue adding support and improving the experience with future releases. So they are really doing, I think, a very smart thing here. And they also say it's unclear what other devices will be powered by SteamOS, but it appears it's only a matter of time before they are announced. And who knows, like I said, there could be multiple devices coming out here with the SteamOS optimized for it. I think Xbox is falling behind here. And I've said this multiple times on the video. I could be completely wrong, and I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments, but the handheld doesn't need to be next gen, leading, top of the line. If they are planning on actually doing this thing, it just needs to have decent specs along the lines of what we are currently seeing out there right now. I mean, there's many different range now of handhelds, especially after the announcements at CS. And then it just has to have that seamless Xbox experience on it, which will entice a lot of people to want to go and pick it up, especially if they've already invested in the Xbox ecosystem. I think the major thing probably holding them back right now from releasing this stuff, because if you go on Xbox Cloud Gaming, you can see they are making the interface to be very good for mobile. And I think this probably is going to be leading up to it working well on a handheld PC of some sort. Probably the biggest thing holding them back, though, is just getting enough games into the Windows Store that are outside of the Game Pass subscription. Because people are going to want to be able to play everything onto the handheld. And they have to find that integration between what's available on the console right now when you load up your Xbox Series X and X, and then what's available on PC. And maybe that's just taking longer. But I think they got to get this thing out sooner rather than later, because they're going to get buried here with SteamOS devices flooding the market, and people are just going to want to go and use that, especially if they can sideload something like cloud gaming or Xbox Game Pass onto it. Very interesting times. This is going to be, I would say, the more console war battle going forward to next gen. It's not going to be the traditional Xbox versus PlayStation type of thing. It's going to be a lot of these handhelds. It's going to be Steam jumping into the market as well. There's going to be more players, and you would think this would be the exact opposite. You think consoles would completely be going away, as a lot of people like to make you believe, but that isn't the case. It looks like there's going to be even more players here that are going to be competing for that market share. And then the ecosystem is going to be the most important, because they're putting the devices out there in the hardware, but it's where are people playing their games? Is it on Steam? Is all digital catalogs now? Is it on Steam? Is it on Xbox? I think both of them are set up far better than some other players out there for this battle, like PlayStation, who eventually will be getting into it as well, potentially by putting out a PC app and potentially also releasing a handheld. Interesting stuff here. I will end the video there. If you did enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up, share the video, like the video. Let me know your comments, what you think about all of this SteamOS stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
We'll be right back.